He's putting the whole thing on me. It had to do with the fact that they were trying to get me to sign a confidentiality agreement that I was not willing to agree to.
Is Meri aware of this sort of side deal that Kody brought up?
Oh, yeah, no. Honestly, nobody was really talking to anybody.
I really don't get why every single time Robyn has to try and portray herself as a victim. She's not a victim in this situation. She is the reason. Well, including everybody else is responsible, but she's the catalyst behind the breakdown of the family. So the idea that she's the victim and everybody else has to empathize with her, I'm not buying that story. I'm not here for it. And I'm here for Meri sticking up for herself and making sure that she surrounds herself with people that are going to support her and want her best interests. I'm a bit side-eyeing Janelle because apparently it seems Kody was trying to do a backdoor deal with her and sort of ice Meri out. And I'm happy that the NDA was disclosed by production and they actually brought it to light that Kody and Robyn were trying to play Meri because has been their pattern for years and years and years. Anyway, hey there, thanks for stopping by. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe, click the like button, turn on the notification bell for when I upload new videos, and definitely leave a comment. In this episode, I'll be reviewing Sister Wives, Season 20, Episode 8. So the episode starts with Robyn and Kody at their new cottage. He's still renovating the cottage. Apparently, Robyn is this beautiful assistant. I think I've heard this said time and time again. For Robyn to say she's the one who brought it up, I don't think so. I think the OG3 used to talk about Kody and how he always wanted someone standing there and just helping him out while he carried out his many and never-ending projects. So the idea that Robyn is making it seem like she is responsible for this, I am side-eyeing her because I don't believe it. We also have Meri and Christine reveal that this is something that is always done, so it's not something new. There was a lot of flirting between Robyn and Kody, and she was moaning that she doesn't like his beard because it's always pricking her during kissing. And so the audacity to make it something special whereby he has to shave his mustache and he has to shave part of his beard so that she could kiss him. The flirting, I think, was a bit too much. I think they were doing way too much. We didn't need to see all that. We could have done without that. And we then catch up with Janelle saying that, well, it seems Madison finally went into labor and gave birth on the 15th of March. The baby was expected on the 5th because that's when Garrison passed away, but the baby still came sort of within that sort of 2-3 week window, which is really sort of has provided comfort for the family. They named the child after the stars because, Garrison loved stars. And so it's nice to see that there is a destruction in the family, as in their sort of grief is now sort of turning to joy as they focus on this new bundle of joy. Christine revealed that she had spoken to Maddie and asked Maddie if Maddie needed her to come, and Maddie had said she could come after, she had given birth. We have David and Christine. Christine is planning a baby shower. Well, she didn't reveal. Apparently, Aspen finally had a baby, but Aspen doesn't want her child to be a part of the show. So I think this is why she was very vague, because Christine said she was planning 2 baby showers. And so I think one was for Maddie and the other one was for Aspen. There was conversations about finances because David was saying, you keep buying and buying stuff. It's well and good now that we have 2 sources of income. But what happens when we only have to rely on my income? Will it be enough to sort of sustain us and help us plan for our future? I'm happy he told her that, because she needs to be careful of how she spends her money, in the sense that they still have Truly, who still needs to go to college. And so how will they finance that if she's constantly shopping? And so, yes, she has her Airbnbs. She will have other streams of income, but it's nice that they still have conversations. They then discussed how finances were talked about when it was still the Brown family, and how Kody was the main sort of controller of the finances and everybody contributed equally. And it's like, that's not it. I think when it was the OG3, they provided equally, but once Robyn came in with a lot of debt that the family had to pay off. So the idea that we're being told that everything was spent equally, I am not buying it. You have Janelle and Maddie and Caleb. Well, they're sort of talking about the fact that the new baby is home and she was healthy and they're happy to have her home. There is obviously the chaos of the family. They are 3 other children outside of this baby. So Maddie, I think, now has 4 children, and they were saying this was going to be their last. So it's just a matter of her adjusting to life as a new mom. Christine is meant to be coming since she was told she could come after Maddie had given birth. And I really love this for Janelle because it has been keeping her busy. It has been sort of helping her with the transition of life after Kody Brown. So hopefully, she will eventually find her space. But I'm happy that she's there to provide support to her daughter. She spoke about the fact that she's managed to be at the birth of every single child. And so she feels very involved with her grandchildren, which I love. Kody then comes home. He is very giddy. He wants to tell his wife that, they finally have a full offer on the property. And this is great news for them because this is something that they wanted. He is happy that they can sort of close this chapter on Coyote Pass and move on and sort of start afresh. And it's like, okay. I don't know. I really don't know. They make it seem like, they have been inconvenienced, Robyn and Kody, with Coyote Pass. They have stood to benefit because they were able to buy a house when they otherwise were renting. They were able to sell that house and gain sort of capital from that house that allowed them to buy my cottage. And I don't think Meri and Janelle ever got their monies back because Janelle was saying it's going to be difficult to get it back. Kody lied and said that, well, I can't say he lied because I really don't know the truth, but I think he omitted the truth when he said he already paid Janelle her money back because Janelle would have owned up to having received the money back. So I'm not getting where that will sort of be resolved. Meri apparently was renovating her, B&B in Parawan. She's making an extension, which I love for her. I love for her because this is an investment for her. This is the reason why Kody Brown could never come back to her because she refused to sort of put this as part of the Brown family. And had she left Kody Brown, now she would have had to sell that property. So I'm happy that irregardless of what's happened, she still has somewhere to land. So her friend Amber has moved in with her, because it's a very big house, so it's nice that she has a companion to live with her. They were classified as roommates, which I loved, and it's like, oh my god. So there was conversations about Robyn, and Meri saying, I have trust issues with Robyn, and I feel like if we are going to have to be friends again, we'll have to have a lot of honest conversations. And Robyn has always played as though she's always had Meri's back, which I don't trust. I don't think so, because she was able to drag Meri in this family for as long as she did, because Meri was under the impression that Kody was looking to rekindle one day. And yet we all know that this was not the truth. Robyn was only doing what was in her best interest, which was to keep, her financial backing around, because Meri still had to contribute to the family, regardless of whether or not Kody was coming to her house. So I'm happy that Meri is able to see Robyn for who she is. For Kody to have this ceremony where he sits, his children around the table with his wife and sort of breaks the news that they're selling Coyote Pass. I'm happy that, the daughter, what's her name? Oh my God, I always forget her name. Ariella said to him, is that it? Is this why we all have to sit here? Is this the news you wanted to break to us? And it's like, good. Children will always embarrass you, because the children are brutally honest at times, and he was trying to make it seem like it was going to be a big deal, the fact that he said, oh, we won't be able to go and play there. So it's important for him to let his and Robyn's children know that they're selling Coyote Pass, but everybody else doesn't matter. Why? Why are they so important? Why are they the ones that have to have the news broken to them? I don't get it, and I don't understand it. So Meri has this conversation with Amber where she sort of hints at her issues with Robyn and the fact that she has to go and meet up with Kody Brown and his wife and Janelle. And it's like, I am happy that Meri was encouraged to get a lawyer by Janelle, because yes, Janelle has done some things that are questionable in the sense that they tried to have this backdoor deal with Kody. But still, the fact that she had a lawyer, Kody could not play her lawyer the way he was sort of manipulating Meri. So I'm happy for that. Janelle then meets up with her friends, and sadly it seems one of her friends passed away, which is really sad. And they were sort of teasing Janelle about dating and wanting to know whether she's found someone or whether she plans on registering on a dating site. And it was really cute to see Janelle just be at peace and just speaking to people her age and just talking about things that have nothing to do with children or the property. Yes, they spoke about Kody and the fact that she had to go to Coyote Pass, but Janelle, I think, is in a better space. I think she's in a space whereby she really doesn't care about what happens with Kody. I think she has managed to get to acceptance. She's grieved that relationship and she is at peace. Robyn and Kody, speaking about this Matt and whatever, that was nonsense. That was just a filler, in my opinion. That was just them buying time and trying to see what they could do or how they could sort of fill that time and try and make themselves sort of be victims in this situation. We then have Meri reveal that apparently she had an issue with Kody in the sense that Kody and Robyn were trying to get her to sign an NDA. But prior to that, Kody had made allegations against Jen, that Jen is the reason why Meri left the family. Jen was telling Meri, Kody said, he had a feeling or he heard that Janelle or somebody told him that Jen had been trying to get Meri to take the family's money and run away. And it's like, it's no different to what you did. It's no different to what you did, except you dressed yours better. In this, you bought your sweetheart a property and then you were trying to swindle the rest of the wives out of Coyote Pass. So you can't say Jen told Meri to do something that you did better. Please take several seats. And I'm happy that Meri was able to set boundaries with him, because it seems they were trying to get her to sign an NDA. It seems like they were trying to sort of, swindle her out of the property, because they were trying to, there was conversations between Janelle and sort of Kody where Kody was trying to sort of sell the property under Meri. And I think in getting Meri to sign the NDA, their goal was, if she signs the NDA, then they would have given her the smallest portion of the house or the smallest portion of the proceedings, and then he could have split it whatever way he wanted. Whether that meant he and Robyn would take half, Janelle would take a quarter or a third, and then Meri would get whatever crumbs they gave her. I think this is why they were trying to get her to sign an NDA. I think this is why they kept pushing for her to sign this NDA, and I'm happy that production were able to sort of address it and find out exactly what happened. And also they asked Janelle that, did Meri know anything about Kody trying to make a backdoor deal with you? And Janelle said she doesn't think so. Meri didn't say anything in her confessional, which leads me to believe that she must have had a separate conversation with Janelle once all this was resolved. Anyway, you had Janelle arrive to Coyote Pass as the first person. She was followed by Meri. They met up, they hugged, they had a conversation, and then eventually they got into their cars because it was cold. And so for Robyn and Kody to arrive later and make it seem like, they are the victims, why is everybody not running out to see them? And it's like, you've treated them like crap. So how do you expect them suddenly to be your best buds and to sort of be excited to see you? Make that make sense. You treated them like crap. You've made them feel inferior. And then suddenly, because you've arrived late, you live in Coyote Pass. You should have been the first people on the property. You knew the weather was terrible, but you wanted them to sit and wait there until you were good and ready. So I don't get why you're making it seem as though, oh, why are they treating us like this? Oh my God, they get on my nerves. Anyway, thanks guys for watching. Please don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Click on the link in my video to watch my review from episode 7. Bye everyone.